Hello friends, welcome in Learning Studio. I am Vivek. Friends, do you know what is the most important part of a sentence? We can't imagine a sentence without it. It is also called the soul of a sentence. Yes, a verb. A verb is the most important part of a sentence. In this video, we are going to learn about a verb and its types. Friends, we know an action word is called a verb. An action word is called a verb. A verb expresses something about the subject. A verb expresses something about the subject. A verb expresses 4 things about the subject. How many things? 4 things. Now let's see which are those 4 things that the verb expresses about the subject. The first thing, a verb expresses what the subject does. A verb tells us about the action of the subject. Here is the example. Ravi swims daily. Here, swims is the verb and it tells about the action of Ravi, and Ravi is the subject. Again, second thing, a verb expresses what is done to the subject. What is done to the subject. It means in Marathi, कर्त्यावर काय क्रिया झाली आहे ते क्रियापद आपल्याला सांगत असते. Here is example. This cow is milked daily. This cow is milked daily. या वाक्यामध्ये this cow हा कर्ता आहे. या कर्त्याने क्रिया केलेली नाहीये, तर याच्यावर क्रिया झालेली आहे. हे कशावरून आपल्या लक्षामध्ये येतं? कोण सांगतं आपल्याला? Is milked. This verb tells us that action is done to the subject. Now third thing, a verb expresses what the subject is. A verb expresses what the subject is. And here is example. Lata is a singer. Lata is a singer. It means here is verb tells us about the state of subject. And fourth thing, a verb expresses what the subject possesses. Possesses म्हणजे काय? च्या जवळ असणे. Possesses म्हणजे च्या जवळ असणे. Example is they have knowledge. They have knowledge. This have is the verb and it tells us what the subject has. कर्त्याकडे काय आहे हे आपल्याला या हॅव क्रियापदावरून लक्षात येतं. अशा प्रकारे क्रियापद आपल्याला कर्त्याबद्दल 4 गोष्टी सांगते. कोणत्या गोष्टी आहेत त्या? कर्ता काय करतो, दुसरी गोष्ट म्हणजे कर्त्यावर काय क्रिया झाली आहे, तिसरी गोष्ट म्हणजे कर्ता काय आहे, आणि चौथी गोष्ट म्हणजे कर्त्याकडे काय आहे. A verb expresses 4 things about the subject. First, what the subject does. Second, what is done to the subject. Third, what the subject is. And fourth, what the subject possesses. Now friends, let's learn types of verbs. Friends, verbs are classified into 2 groups. Principal verbs and auxiliary verbs. Again, principal verbs are classified into 2 groups: transitive verbs, intransitive verbs. Let's first learn about transitive verbs. Transitive verbs means सकर्मक क्रियापदे. Here is one example. Ravi killed a snake. In this sentence, Ravi is subject, killed is verb, a snake is an object. This verb has an object, so it is a transitive verb. It means a verb which has an object, it is called a transitive verb. See here, the action denoted by this verb is transferred from subject to object. So we call such type of verb a transitive verb. Let's take one more example. She sweeps the rooms. Here, sweeps is the verb. It has an object, the rooms. So, it is also a transitive verb. One more example. They will keep a cow. Keep is here main verb. It has an object. So, it is also a transitive verb. Lata is singing a song. Singing is main verb. A song is an object. So, singing is a transitive verb. Friends, generally a transitive verb takes only one object. But there are some verbs they take two objects. Which are those verbs? For example, ask, tell, give, offer, promise, etc. Let's take one example. The teacher told us a story. The teacher told us a story. Here, told is main verb and there are two objects, us and a story. A story is a direct object, us is an indirect object. One more example. I gave Ravi a pen. Gave is main verb, it is a transitive verb, and Ravi and a pen, these are two objects. Now let's learn about intransitive verbs. In Marathi, akarmak kriyapade. Example, the king died. The king is subject, died is here main verb, it does not have an object. So, this verb is an intransitive verb. See here, the action denoted by this verb is limited to the subject itself. It is not transferred from subject to object. So, such type of verb is called an intransitive verb. He jumped. Here also, jumped has no object, so it is an intransitive verb. She is crying. Crying is main verb, it does not have an object, and intransitive verb. The baby smiled. Smiled is main verb here, it does not have an object, so it is an intransitive verb. Friends, you must have seen in a dictionary, after principal verbs, it is mentioned whether it is transitive verb or an intransitive verb. Friends, there are some such verbs, they can be used as transitive and intransitive verbs. I have written some examples on the board. See the first sentence. They are flying a kite. In this sentence, they is subject, flying is verb, main verb, and a kite is object. See, this verb has object, so flying is here a transitive verb. Flying is a transitive verb. Now see the second sentence. The birds are flying. In this sentence, flying has no object. Object is absent. There is no object. So, this flying is here an intransitive verb. Here flying is a transitive verb. Here flying is an intransitive verb. Here object is there. Here object is not present. Next sentence. They stopped the train. They stopped the train. Here stopped is main verb. It has object. The train is object. So stopped is here transitive verb. The car stopped. In this sentence, stopped has no object. So here stopped is an intransitive verb. Friends, every principal verb has these 5 forms. Let's see which are those 5 forms. For example, to go. When there is a to before principal verb or main verb, that form is called infinitive form. Go is present form. Went, past form. Gone, past participle form. Going, when there is an ing suffix, that form is called present participle form. These are 5 forms of every principal verb: infinitive form, present form, past participle form, and present participle form. Thank you friends for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe.